I want to say Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. I want to say Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, who we endure all things for. Shalom to all the Akim wa Akwaf who believe on Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And to the bitter end, I say yet again, Shalom. So as you can see in the title, most people are laboring in vain in this country. And in the country I'm talking about is in Babylon the Great, which is the United States of America, the land of captivity for the nation of Israel, and really for the rest of the world, because this whole entire world is predicated on Babylon the Great's empire and its extension over all the other countries on this earth, and all the wickedness that it promotes is in other countries as well. And the people that continue to work for this country are only doing it to their own demise, and they can't even see that. But us within the circumcision, we can see all things. We're spiritual, and the rest of the people on this earth, they're carnal, and they have no understanding as to who they are and what their biblical nationality is. And I'm talking about our people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all of the nation of Israel. Whether y'all believe it or not, forsake us or not, we're going to continue to tell the truth as a servant of the Lord, because at the end of the day, we're trying to get the blood off our hands. And if we can't get you compelled to understanding that, that's all right, because we understand that all these things and the salvation and the redemption is only for the small group of Israelites who are supposed to be saved since the foundation of this world. So let me get Jeremiah 51 and 58. And this shouldn't be too long. I'm going to make sure to keep it short or wherever the Spirit leads me, because I am at the plantation. Got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. And Lord willing, I'm uplifting and edifying and exhorting to some degree. Jeremiah 51 and 58. Let me see. Yeah, Jeremiah 51 and 58. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the broad walls of Babylon shall be utterly broken, and her high gates shall be burned with fire, and the people shall labor in vain, and the folk in the fire, and they shall be weary. Bear with me one moment. And Shalom to Karatazak, Yahabashim Shai, Barakatah, brother. Again, I'm gonna read it again because there's a few people coming, so I just gotta be careful with my words and my volume. Jeremiah 51 and 58. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the broad walls of Babylon shall be utterly broken, and her high gates shall be burned with fire, and the people shall labor in vain, and the folk in the fire, and they shall be weary. And most people in this country really think that the Lord is all the way with this country being where it is right now. Bear with me one moment. Okay, we're good now. Shalom to Daniela. Yahabashim Shai Brakatah, brother. Yeah, these people. And shalom to brother Mashak. Yahabashim Shai Brakatah, brother. Yeah, these people just giving me distractions, but it's all good. Again, the people are laboring in vain. Most people in this society, you Babylonians, are lost cause when not knowing the reason for all this tiresome laboring that y'all do. 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week, 80 hours a week, hell, even 90 or 100. Y'all continuously are not understanding that Babylon the Great, which is the United States of America, is going to fall very harshly, and it's already falling as we're talking right now. As you brothers, you few sisters believe, everything is falling apart in the society. The only people who had the eye salve to see is us within the circumcision. And a few people who might have their head on a swivel, they'll be able to discern that we are at the very end of this queendom known as the United States. And very, very good that all this calamity is happening on this earth, especially y'all that want to continue to, work extra hard, work extra hours, which there's nothing wrong with you brothers that work extra hours. We're supposed to be getting our daily bread as much as we can and as best as we can. Of course, with all due respect towards the Lord, being able to balance that all out. But when it comes to trying to work extra hard when you don't really need to, we got to put that shit aside and let our light so shine before men and put our bodies living sacrifice in the highways and hedges in the chief places of concourse for our Adawan Yahweh Wa Yahweh Shai, because this country is not any benefit for our people and ourselves as well, because it's only getting more toxic in terms of food, air quality, water, the things we see on the social media, the way people are dealing with each other. It's all backwards. And Tawada, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that we are not caught up in the way of this world. Because I know for myself, I'm not going to be laboring more than I really need to. I'm only doing just enough to get by. Because fuck this world and fuck this society. Because we understand that all the money that we're doing as the people of Babylon the Great, it's all going towards Amalek. It's not going towards the betterment of the people and the nation. And it's already been prophesied that this place is going to go down. And it's falling even further and further as the days goes by, the weeks, the years. And Lord willing, by the end of this year, next couple of months, shit starts to pick up even harder for this place. 1 Corinthians 9 and 25. And every man that strives for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Exactly. And our whole labor and the reason why we do what we do is so that we can enter into that rest, because we're not in a place of our rest right now. This entire society is geared towards degrading us, putting everybody down, not even just our people, but everyone, all heathens, whether they're making a fortune, whether they're not making a fortune. Most people are scared to admit it, but they really don't have money like that. The reason why they don't want to talk about it is because they deem it as being shameful. Oh, you're not working hard enough. You're not doing more than you're supposed to do. Well, the reason is very simple. The taxes are overly skyrocketed. There's way too many things to pay for. The gas is very high. I don't have a car, but I know for a fact that the gas is high, even though Donald Trump claims to have brought it down, whether it's in the West Coast, the East Coast. The cost of living has gone so much that people are becoming more tiresome over the days. And as days go by, things are only going to get more expensive. Even something as small as, I don't know, some butter or some meat, some steak, whatever, vegetables, fruits, it's only becoming more expensive, and it's all by design. That's what we understand. But the people of this world, they don't understand that it's all by design. You working all these extra hard hours for more money, and all that money is being given towards the government. Y'all don't seem to get that, but we do, and that's why we don't labor to enter into the rest of Babylon. We enter and we labor to enter into the rest in the kingdom of heaven. Proverbs 23 and 4. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. And we cease from our own wisdom because we understand that the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. The wisdom of this world tells you that there's 96 genders, that you can be whatever you want to be. If you want to identify as a helicopter, you can identify as a helicopter. You want to be a goddamn dog, you can identify as a dog. You can do whatever you want in this very evil society, and you have to accept it. You have to tell certain people that their pronouns are he, she, they, them. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? But this is the wisdom of Babylon the Great. And anybody with some reasoning in their heads, they have some understanding as to how this world is supposed to operate, which really starts with the elect of the nation of Israel. If other people outside of that have some understanding, they'll know that none of this shit is how the world's supposed to be operating right now. And we don't labor so that we can make the society continue to grow and manifest in a better predicament. No, we labor for the rest, which is going to be in the kingdom of heaven. Ecclesiastes 2 and 11. Bear with me real quick. Salakia. Ecclesiastes. Hey, you got mad precepts, brother, the water. Ecclesiastes. Well, I was at Proverbs 23 and 4. Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. And we understand that this whole world is stupidity, folly, and complete utter madness is being promoted. So we don't want to continue to labor so hard so that we can continue to bring up this evil, wicked world. Get the hell out of here. We do just enough work to get our daily bread so that we can continue to manifest the true labor, which is the work of the Lord. Ecclesiastes 2 and 11. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had wrought, and on the labor that I had labored to do. And behold, all was vanity and vexation of spirit, and there was no profit under the sun. And this is King Solomon, one of the greatest, most wisest king who was Yahweh Shai to ever live. All the wisdom of this world, and he understood all these very little things, very intricate things. Bear with me. Jumping down to verse 17. Therefore, I hated life because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me, for all is vanity and vexation of spirit. And this applies way more than in the past because this current society is so ass backwards. People are literally laboring to continue to promote and to make the standard of wickedness in this current society in Babylon the Great. They want to continue to mold the society to make it better or make America great again. And that's a spirit. That's a spirit. Look at this. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I think that's an American flag on this woman. There you go. They want to promote Babylon the Great, the United States of America. And our people are the only people on this earth that have no clue that America is going to fall and it's going to utterly vanquish itself in due time. Verse 18, yea, I hated all my labor which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me. You see how cold that is? All this labor, especially right now, it's all but vain. So you got all these workers working extra hard to create all these buildings, and they're getting up bright and early to get their day started. Little do they know that it's all but vain. Little, and they're making very little money at that, working long hours, always being told how to go about certain situations at the workplace, getting taxed to hell and back, and they're tired. Everybody's tired. Everything's wicked all over the earth. You can't tell me that the Lord is okay with this society going on. Anybody with some understanding will say, "No, this can't be it. This is not living," because it's not. It truly isn't. It's all part of our greatest vexation, which is to be here because we were disobedient to the Lord. But you so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all just want to keep going on with that wickedness. And guess what? The Lord is okay with that because He's going to make the greatest example ever towards all y'all that want to continue to be wicked. Y'all want to be stiff-necked, disobedient, So go ahead, keep working extra hard and keep working those long hours because the Lord sees it and He understands it's all vain. And us within the circumcision, we see that and we feel no type of way about it. Keep working yourselves to death because y'all gonna feel the wrath of the Lord soon enough, anyways. And that's a curse on top of that when you really think about it. Y'all cursed. Spare me one moment. Bear with me one moment. So yeah, our people want to continue to labor, work extra hard, long hours for their oppressors. Go right ahead. We feel no type of way about it. Those of you that are sinners, that are wicked towards the Lord, particularly our people, it's all good. Keep on going because it's all gonna come to naught anyways. Those of us with a sound mind, we just do just enough to get by. Now, of course, if we want to do more, we'll do it. But other than that, we don't give a fuck about these people. We don't give a fuck about these job sites. None of that shit. I know I don't care. To be frank, I don't want to fucking work because I understand who we are, where we come from, where we're supposed to really be. Not here working all these mad long hours and shit. Fuck that. And I'm a god on this earth. Through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. People love to slave away for crumbs. And you know what's funny about that? A brother's called us crumb the other time. It was what was his name? He called us crumbs. I forgot his name. He was with a brother Amawan Yasharala. And it's all right. We'll be crumbs. And I'm talking about with us and the Akim that I rock with. We'll be crumbs because those crumbs make up the bread. They make up that lively stone, so to speak. But the people of this world, there's no liveliness to them. It's all everything's come to naught. So they are truly crumbs, and those crumbs are crumbling, and they're not gonna stay on the ground when shit hits the fan. Again, they're laboring in vain, working extra hard, long hours. And sometimes I have to tell myself to take it easy with these hours because all the work and effort that we do is all going towards Amalek. We got to remember that. Now, of course, if you have bills to pay and you have things that need to get paid for, of course, do your part. But other than that, do just enough so that the Lord can sustain you and you can continue to do His labor, which is the real heart, which is the real goal, which is where our mind is supposed to be. And I'm gonna close it out here with Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. That's plain and simple. Out of the words, out of the mouth of the Messiah. Seek ye the kingdom first, and then everything else is going to be added unto you. Everything that you've ever wanted is going to be given unto you, myself, your Akim, your sisters that believe. That's it. That's all. Everything else is just vexation of spirit. And that's why you can't take these people seriously, bro. And that's why I do what I want, of course, not tempting the Lord in any situation, but I understand that the Lord is in control and that everything else is going to come to naught that's outside of the circumcision, period, point blank. And I'm going to close it out right there. Bear with me one moment, real quick. Yeah, and I'm gonna close out right there. And I want to say, Kol Holoyam La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And once again, I want to say Shalom to the elect and Mawath Lababal. The water brothers for the precepts.